It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Yes, Steve, it was bound to happen sooner or later when you piss me off as well.
Just made another advancement, what I would call a breakthrough in instrumental trance communication.
That's nice.
We no longer need things like this. We don't need it. Tablets with apps for communication, don't need it.
Shit. Sorry, doggy, I didn't mean to. Shit. Spirits tell me I will die. Shocking clear. Spirit communication. World's best ghost box. Here we go. The best spirit EVP audio evidence ever recorded. HUFF SCD1. 100% real. The best EVP spirit recorder in the world. The world's best real spirit ghost box recording ever. Wonderbox White. Just wow. I'm not going to go into your spirit box sessions with dead celebrities. Within 24 hours or 48 hours of their passing, monetizing them as well and advertising your products. All these titles on your videos, Steve. World's best ghost box, world's best EVP ever recorded, and all this crap. Who gave you the authority to claim yourself as the king of ITC, Mr. Paranormal, the chosen one? You may have fooled a lot of people, Steve, but you haven't fooled me. You did fool me in the beginning, but I can see through it now. I'm glad I can see the light. Jump cutting into your videos and there is absolutely no clear evidence in the last 6 years that makes your Willy Wonka boxes the best thing since sliced bread. There is absolutely no evidence whatsoever in any of your videos. You're saying love is the key and all the rest of it. In ITC, transparency is the key, Steve, and you have not been transparent whatsoever in the last number of years with your jump cuts and hiding the fact that you have your Wonder Box or your Willy Wonka box right beside you and not disclosing what's connected to it. Everybody else has to disclose what's connected to what piece of equipment, and rightly so. And no jump cuts. Jump cuts, if you put jump cuts into your videos, Steve, you have destroyed your evidence. You've messed with it. But if you put a jump cut in there, the question is always going to be flipping ass like. No disrespect to people who follow Steve Huff and that, but a lot of them don't know the ins and outs of ITC and are wowed by the videos and stuff like that. But when you do a spirit box session, you turn the camera on, you press record, you record the whole session. Yes, I might put in a little clip, listen to this folks, listen to this response or whatever, but I always put the whole raw file afterwards, and it shows where it came from. You haven't done any of that, Steve. You just cut up your videos into tiny little pieces and put it together for entertainment. ITC is not entertainment, Steve. You claim to get EVPs 100% of the time. Steve, if you get EVPs 100% of the time, that's not paranormal, it's just normal. This thing about contacting dead celebrities that just passed away and all the rest of it, my big question is to you, Steve, why would they be coming to your house and contacting you? Would they not be, trying to be with their families and stuff? You told people a while back that, I don't make money from this, so, I don't have the time and all the rest of it, so here's how to make your own Wonder Box or whatever flip you call it. Here's the amp and the pedals and all the rest of it. Link in the description down below, folks, where you can get it. And of course, you get commission on it as well. And it was top end parts as well. So don't tell me that you don't make money off this. You keep saying I'm going to prove, P-R-O-V-E, and you have this video and you don't prove a thing. You just jump cut everything and put in sound samples. Steve, I've seen some of the videos. I've seen the sound samples being put in there. So don't try to pull the wool over my eyes. I've seen it. You say that you're going to prove everything and you don't prove a thing. I will gladly shake your hand and give you a pat in the back and say, well done, Steve, you've done it. If you're 100% transparent. But you haven't done it in the last couple of years. I can't see you doing it now, like. At the end of the day, we're not the stars of the show. It's what we're communicating with. And Steve, you just put yourself as the star of the show, which is completely disgusting. You know, what we communicate, we do not know. But only for them, we would not have this type of evidence. People might say, oh, you're just jealous and you're just a hater and all the rest of it. I don't give a shit. I might have some really shitty, what do you call it, spur box sessions there and that. But and I might have a session that's a half an hour long, and one thing might come up on it, but at least I can say that that it's 100% a real response, because I can be transparent. Anybody can ask me what my equipment is connected into. I'm not going to hide anything. I don't want to. For years, the ICT community was trying to get the scientific community to take them seriously. With your magic show, Steve, you managed to completely and utterly mess that all up. You with your Willy Wonka box and your Christmas lights and your guitar pedals, like. You have not proved this Willy Wonka box or any of these other boxes. You have not proved them at all. And at the end of the day, all I can see behind all these videos is a marketing advertisement for your products. ITC was never about money in the first place. And some of your ideas, you had taken them from Frank Sumption, and he's not here to stand up for himself. And yes, you may have modernised Frank Sumption's echo chamber and that by adding your guitar amps and all the rest of it, but you haven't invented anything, Steve. You got a guitar amp and you velcroed some guitar pedals on the side of it. That's not an invention. That is just an idea. You have loads of followers, Steve, that are grieving from the loss of loved ones, and you want to sell them a telephone to the dead for between $2,000 and $4,000. How do you sleep at night, Steve? Filling them up with this bullshit, like. My channel is about trying to be about positivity and all the rest of it. I didn't want to make this video, and I'm sorry, but you know, he just drove me to it. I hate seeing people that are out there grieving for loved ones and all the rest of it being taken advantage of, and the wool being pulled over their eyes. It just really rattles me. But Steve, if you want to be 100% transparent and shows 100% what you have got, feel free. You haven't done it in the last number of years, so why break a habit of a lifetime? But we'll wait and hope. If you say that, what do you call it, you cut out pieces where there's nothing there in the video because I don't want it to be boring for you guys. And you're messing with evidence. If you cut a spirit box session into little bits, you have messed with your evidence, and it just leaves it open to questions. Like, the paranormal is not it's not entertainment. It's not to entertain the public. It's evidence. It's really, really serious. It's not one of these magic shows that you have turned it into, Steve. One thing I have to thank you for, Steve, is I learned over the last number of years how not to do things. So I can thank you for that. But as far as any of the rest of it, I'm absolutely appalled and disgraced at what you, the way you treat your viewers, and taking advantage of them. Some of these people are grieving from the loss of loved ones, and many of them don't know the ins and outs of ITC, and of course they're going to believe you. But you know, there's people out there that knows exactly what you're up to, Steve, and I just have to say my word. My intentions was never to do a video like this, but I couldn't keep quiet any longer about it. People ask me, you know, when I say I'm a paranormal investigator, oh, you do what Steve Huff does. I don't do what Steve Huff does. You know, I do not want to be painted or tarred with the same brush as Steve Huff, ever. And until Steve Huff is 100% transparent, I will never believe a word that comes out of his mouth. I'm sorry, folks, but I'm going to leave it at that.